Hello there. Well, when it comes to evening snacks, what can be better than popcorn chicken with a hot and sour vegetable soup? Dear viewers, welcoming you once again for the Facebook Live session. My name is Suresh Venugopal, CEO of AMC India. How are you doing all? So, as I said, evening snacks with popcorn chicken and hot and sour vegetable soup. This is one of the dish which can be cherished at any point of time. So, let's together make this recipe with the AMC products. To start with, I am going to marinate breast fillets chicken, as you see here. So, let's get started with the process of, let me add a spoon of salt with a spoon of chili powder, paprika powder, and bit of oregano herbs. I must tell you, viewers, that this is going to be nice and spicy. Popcorn chicken, generally, however it is, when you make it nice and spicy, kids will still love it. And I'm sure everybody loves this. So, you saw nice and simple process of the marination. All you have to do is place the same thing in the fridge for minimum of 1 hour. So you see I've used a 20 cm combi bowl. All I'm going to do is leave it in the fridge for an hour, then we come back. Now let's get started with our hot and sour vegetable soup. For this, I'm going to use a 20 cm high pot, as you see here. Nice and beautiful, 20 cm high pot. Before I could go for the heater process, I'm just slightly changing the process. I'm going straight away with butter, as you see here. Garlic. Let's take in the crushed garlic, ginger, spring onions, and green chilies as per the need. So, let's close it. Let me take my friend auditor. As you see the roaster window, perfectly set. We'll wait for the heater process. So while we wait for the roasting window to pop up, and I can see my 20 cm already calling. So let's keep our auditum aside. Do a gentle touch. A beautiful aroma of ginger garlic with the chili and butter. Flavor is amazing. I've just taken a couple of carrots. Since I told you it to be a hot and sour vegetable soup, so carrot with pineapple. I'm trying out pineapple. You can use vinegar as well, but I prefer to use pineapple since it's hot and sour. Also cabbage and perfect capsicum. Very colorful vegetable soup which we are going to make for all our viewers. Done. Let's close it. Let me bring my auditum back and let's go to carrot window. Before I go to carrot window, let me set the time for 2 minutes and then I go to my carrot window. You see, we can see here carrot symbol and 2 minutes. So let the fresh vegetables get soaked with whatever we have added and it'll be nice and crunchy before we start with the next process. While it is getting done, let's go for the second process of my chicken. As I informed you, it should be an hour process. So here I have 2 eggs I've taken. I'm just adding a bit of a salt, not much, a bit. Add a bit of a pepper. My auditorium is calling and telling me heat is high. I completely made it 0. Yeah. I take a cup of corn flour, just a couple of spoons, just add it up. Just give it a quick mix. So it soaks up all the moisture what is developed. It's looking fabulous already. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently take the pieces of the chicken, soak it, egg, then just toss it up with the breadcrumbs. Yeah, beautiful. All you have to do is just take it back nicely so that it binds very well. Basically, binds very well. Okay, the process of my veg is getting ready. So this job is done. Let me take out my audiotherm. I see it's nice and fresh. Viewers, you can see the color of the vegetables. It has retained the natural color as it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water. Since we told soup, so you can add close to 1.5 cups of water. Nice. So just leave it for a minute. We'll leave this for a minute. Just looking for my auditor. Once again, I'm going 2 minutes from the carrot window. As you can see, carrot window 2 minutes. Perfect. While it does its job, let me go back once again for my chicken. All you have to do is nicely soak it beautiful. Have a nice binding. Binding is important, so please ensure that you give a good binding. Tell you, once the process finishes, you will see a nice and beautiful crunchy popcorn chicken, absolutely perfect AMC way, which will be loved by every family member. Take a couple of more. Done? Yeah. It's done. Let's go for a few more. Yeah. Depending on the sizes what you like, you can cut them to be nice and chunky so that every bite you should get one complete bite in each piece. That's much needed. Neither too big nor too small. Wow. This looks nice. And today we are going to deep fry them. Okay, so viewers, look at this. Now this is ready. As you see here, what we have to generally do is leave the same for another 15 minutes in the fridge so that it binds perfectly, and when we deep fry them, so the bread gum doesn't come out. That's the reason we need to leave it in the fridge for 15 minutes. So I'll leave this aside. While I wait for the process. Showing me very close. Oh, actually I had low gas, that's the reason it was taking time, but I see it's almost getting done. So while I wait for my 2 minutes, what I can start is, I can start with deep frying process, viewers. Yeah, that's also very important. So I'm using a 20 centimeter low. See here. Let us go with oil for the popcorn chicken. I'm going to use oil. I'll be using soft area, so we need to ensure that soft area is fully immersed. I think this should be enough. Let's get this aside. Let me close the lid. Take my audio thumb and let's go. The roasting window. You see the roasting window? Why? My hot and sour soup has completed its 2 minutes. Wow. It's looking nice and beautiful, viewers. Now, a final process. For the final process, what I'm going to do is, I have 1 spoon of corn flour. I'm just going to add a bit of water so that I can dilute it. I like to keep it thin, so that's why I've just taken 1 spoon of corn flour. If you like it, the soup to be more thicker, we can always add a bit more. But before adding just adding a spoon, half a spoon of pinch, I should say, pepper, half a spoon of sugar, and salt to taste. Good. Just Just give a quick stir. It is stirred. And now let us wait for it to start boiling. When it's slightly boiling, then it's the right time to add corn flour. Then we can close it for a couple of minutes. As you see, it's boiling. Reduce the heat. Give one more stir. Give one more stir. Beautiful. Add. Also, I've taken a spoon of soya sauce and a spoon of tomato sauce. It's perfect. Let's give a quick stir. You can see it's a bit of a more watery. I prefer to be like this, but as I said, you can always add 1 or 2 spoons of corn flour depending on the quantity. Let's close it for a couple of minutes while it gets. Meanwhile, I see my #20 low is getting heated up. While it has a couple of minutes, let me arrange. Viewers, I'm using a 20 cm soft-area. So, what I'm going to do is, let me place the chicken nice and clean, evenly, because we're going to use deep frying process in the 20 centimeter low pot. Let's keep it aside to each other so that it cooks nice and even. You see? Nice. When it's done, you'll be amazed to see nice and crunchy. I think I can squeeze one more. Yeah. So you can always do it a couple of times. So while let us quickly open and try. Oh, it's almost being done. Let me garnish it with spring onions. Wow. That's great. And you can just switch off. That's it. Beautiful soup is ready. I'll leave it as it is so that it can soak all the ingredients while we look forward for deep frying process. And I see my roaster vendor is about to call me saying that yes, I've heated up, so I've reduced the heat, and now the audio thumb will beep. Perfect. So let's switch it off. Open the lid. You see, oil is nice and ready. So all I'm going to do is be careful when you're immersing it. Nice and gentle. That's all. Viewers, you see how nice the process of deep frying without no splattering of oil. Everything is nice and clean. And we have such a beautiful accessory soft area which can be used. We can slightly heat up now because we have inserted marinated chicken which was kept for 15 minutes in the fridge. So obviously it will reduce the heat of the oil. Therefore you need, right? Allow it for a minute. You can do this process with the open lid. You do not have to close the lid. It has to be open. While you see, all you have to do is Just give a gentle touch. You can hold it. Be careful with the oil. Ensure that it doesn't touch your fingers. So that all you need is generally 2 to 3 minutes, max 4 minutes. Nice and beautiful crunchy. Once you see a golden brownish color appearing on the top layer of the popcorn chicken, which means that your popcorn chicken is absolutely ready for serving. Let me keep this ready so that once it's done, I can take it out. Please ensure that you are not heating up too much of oil. It has to cook naturally, so allow 3 to 4 minutes so that it cooks evenly. It's important that chicken cooks very nicely. You see such a beautiful golden brownish color. Wow. You see the viewers, how beautiful it is. I will allow it to cook a bit more because I like to have more of a golden brownish, and it has to be really crunchy. The more the crunchy, the better. And absolutely loved by kids and the family members. You can see almost golden brownish color is happening. I feel it's thoroughly cooked. So when it's done almost, what you have to do is, all you have to do is switch off completely. The gas stove is done. Because you know our products retains the heats. Just be very careful while lifting it. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take it nice and gentle. Wait so that all the oil goes back. Beauty of soft tortilla, it has enough holes to get rid of all the oil. Then it's right here. See? You can also see the oil has retained the same color, and the amount of oil which I had put, it's almost the same. So I've just used a bit of oil. Only things which the grains which you saw, that's the breadcrumbs, or otherwise, if I filter the oil now, you'll see the same color what was there before. And just have a look at this beautiful, crunchy. Wow, this is really amazing, I must say. So let me put them on the plate. Wow. It's just mouth-watering, I have to say. No, before I could even taste them. Keep this aside. Place it here. Take this back. Also, beautiful soup, viewers. See here how colorful the soup is. Wow, it becomes so nice. And let me take the soup spoon. The color of the carrots, capsicum, cabbage has come so well. You see here, I must say, a perfect snack, and it can be easier. Evening supper or a dinner, a bowl of soup with a couple of pieces of popcorn chicken. Absolute delight to have it at any point of time. I'm really interested in tasting So let me first taste my appetite, my soup. As we said, it's a hot and sour vegetable soup. I want to basically know if the vegetables are crunchy and tasty. It will be hot for sure because I've just taken it out from the pot. It's really delightful. The pepper with the vegetables, perfect. Let us also taste the popcorn chicken. Let me open it up and see if it is cooked nice and beautiful. Wow, it is cooked very well. And it's time. This is hot. You viewers, honestly, you don't have to go to any McDonald's, any KFC, because you can make much better popcorn chicken at home using AMC products, which is so nice and easy. So do try this. Let us know the feedback. How did you go about this? On this happy note, I would like to say once again, big thank you to all the viewers. Stay strong, stay happy. We'll see you very soon once again.